Yolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And there's a lot of new stuff now in the game with the new arc, the Q Continuum Part 1. And I announced that when we talked about the Chaos Tech, I will talk about every single Chaos Tech in one video each. And these will be short videos, but I think it's important to talk about every single aspect of the game. And so I don't mind, and I hope you don't mind either, that we will have some shorter videos in between where we talk about these different techs. And today I want to start with one of the epic ones, and that's the Q Cannon. The Q Cannon is an epic one, as I said, and in this case, we click the information button as we always do with the Forbidden Tech as well. It has 60 levels. That's the same with the equivalent Forbidden Tech and 12 tiers. But it only has 3 powers. You know, Forbidden Techs of that level, or of the epics. I'm lacking a word here. That are epic as well would have 4 powers. But in the announcement I talked about a few days ago, they said that the kind of the Forbidden Techs are the phase cannons, and these are the laser scalpels, and that's why they want to make them more precise, and that's why they only gave them 3 level powers. Nevertheless, it's the 3, and those here are quite interesting because the Q Cannon is the PvP Chaos Tech that came into the game now. The first power is against players. Each time the opponent scores a critical hit, it reduces their base weapon damage for 2 rounds, and the maximum is 200%. The second power is that against players, reduce the opponent's base critical hit damage by 300%. And the third one is against players, increases base weapon damage by 1500%. So there's absolutely clear that you will have a pure PvP one here. And that's why I'm quite sure that many people have bought this. And I had a look at the battle protocols already. And that's why I got it, to have a look at the battle protocols, how it's working. And I really want to thank my viewers, and especially my viewers on my German channel for that. They gave me some support. You know, there's always a link in the pinned comments how you can support my work. And several of them said, "Oh, we want you to test that and tell us how it is and how it's working. So please get that." And or some people who generally supported my channel at the start of the arc, and that's why I got that one. I usually do not buy Forbidden Tech or similar just for my own fun, but in this case, when people like me to do that, of course I will do that. And we can have a look at my version now. Mine is tier 2 of the 12, and so the bonuses are not that big, with 30% on the first power, 18% on the second power, and 30% on the third power. But it already at least shows in the in the battle protocols. I was hunting a lot of Texas class again, so I don't have many of those to show, but it indeed shows up in the beginning of the battle protocol if you do. And I could see with the weapons damage I did, at least. We had a PvP event, so I did a lot of PvP for 2 days this last week. And so I cannot always judge how much is it reduced on the other side, but I could see the increases already with the third power here, with just the 30% on my side. It did increase my Rotaran's weapons power against other players, and I did quite well with that. Although I don't have the Tantalus device, only the red matter on my ship. But the Q Cannon got me some additional oomph here. And I'm quite sure that people who got the Tantalus field and usually are quite into PvP will definitely have gotten the Q Cannon at the moment. And I was talking about how I got it. Mine is only level 6, so 6 of 60. So it just got 10% of what it can do. But it does show in the battle protocol. Still, I wouldn't have bought it without my viewers. But it is in the shop at the moment when I'm filming this, and that's something I want to show as well. I don't know if it was in the new or the limited time. I can't show it to you anymore because I bought it. It has a limit of 1, but I can show it with the other one. Yeah, it's Monday morning filming. That's always the same. The Temporal Conduit Chaos Tech cost the same, so I had to pay €100 for the Q cannon to get it and to test it. So that's the price you have to pay if you're in the EU. I guess it's similar prices in the local currencies around the world. So it's not a cheap thing. So you really have to decide if you want that. As I said, there are a lot of PvP players out there who really want all this stuff, and I'm quite sure that a lot of people got the Q cannon when it appeared in the shop. But that is for everyone to decide themselves. As I said, I wouldn't have done this if I weren't doing these videos. I wouldn't have bought it. But everybody has to decide that for themselves, because for the moment at least, none of these you can of the Q cannon, you cannot get this in game, and so it's not such an easy decision to make. €100 or being patient. I know patience is something that a lot of people have problems with, but it may be that it never shows up in the game. To get it in game is like with the Tantalus field. It's still only purchase only, and you cannot get it via anything in game at the moment. But you never know. It's the same with the transwarp skin for the Borg cube. It now is in the tournaments. Unfortunately, we don't have the tournaments at the moment. I heard something that the next one might be in January, although that would be bad. I'd rather have them skip this crappy arena and bring back the tournaments, because the rewards there were better. And I'm still working on the transwarp skin for my Borg cube there, so I rather would have the tournament than the arena. Arena would be fun if it was working, but it's not working. Nevertheless, I would like to know what you think about the Q cannon. I know that a lot of you will have gotten it, so let me know how happy you are with it. I will make more tests, of course, and we'll give you some information about this later. Again, when it's a bit higher, we don't have a spend event at the moment. If I saw it properly, that's why I didn't click on the upgrades there. See, there was an event when you got the cannon. You already passed the event, but there's no upgrading event at the moment. They will come soon again, but that's why I didn't upgrade the Q cannon now further. I did it in the event, and then when the event ended, I stopped upgrading. I will do that again when the event comes back. I'm quite sure that the Chaos Tech upgrade events will resume in the course of the week, and then I will upgrade that further, and then of course it will be of more help. But as usual, please write it in the comments below the video or on Discord what you think of it. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.